Greetings, my lords and my ladies. Welcome to another episode of Chronicles of the Immortals, where we uncover stories of our beloved heroes. And tonight I will tell you the tale of the architect of the Aztec Empire, Moctezuma I. In the annals of history, some leaders are born into power, while others forge an empire from blood and vision. This is the story of a ruler, not of a single kingdom, but of a burgeoning triple alliance. A man who transformed a powerful city into the heart of Mesoamerican superpower. This is the story of Moctezuma I, the second Aztec emperor, the great Tlatoani, a king who demanded tribute, a warrior who demanded fear, and an architect who built the foundations of an empire. Moctezuma Ilhui Kamina, meaning he who frowns like a lord, was not the direct son of the previous emperor. He was a royal insider, a high priest and a seasoned general. He came of age in a world where the Aztecs or Mexica were the dominant power in the Valley of Mexico, but their hegemony was young and fragile. They ruled through the Triple Alliance with the city-states of Texcoco and Tlacopan, a coalition forged by his predecessor. When Moctezuma ascended the throne in 1440, he inherited this powerful but precarious coalition. His mission was clear: expand, consolidate, and prove the Mexica were not just partners but masters. And expand he did. Moctezuma was a master of the flowery war. These were ritual battles, less about territory and more about capturing prisoners for religious sacrifice, a practice central to the Aztec worldview. But his campaigns were also brutally practical. He led military expeditions to the Gulf Coast, subjugating the Aztec people. He marched south into Oaxaca, conquering and securing vital trade routes. His most famous conquest was against the defined city-state of Chalco, located shockingly close to Tenochtitlan. After a long and bitter struggle, Moctezuma's victory sent a chilling message to every nearby state: resistance is futile. The frowning lord would not tolerate rivals. But Moctezuma was more than just a conqueror. He was the administrative genius who turned plunder into permanence. He established a system of tributes that would become the empire's economic lifeblood. Conquered regions were not just defeated, they were integrated into a vast economic network, sending everything from jade and gold to cacao beans and quetzal feathers back to the imperial capital. Under his rule, Tenochtitlan was transformed. He commissioned the construction of the Great Aqueduct from Chapultepec, bringing fresh water to the drowning population. He expanded the Grand Temple and solidified the city's status as the religious and political center of the known world. He understood that power was projected not just through armies, but through awe-inspiring infrastructure and the terrifying spectacle of state religion. No reign, however glorious, is without its trials. In the 1450s, a catastrophic famine struck the Valley of Mexico. The Tlatoani watched as his people suffered. It was a humbling reminder that even the most powerful ruler was subject to the forces of nature and the will of the gods. The empire survived, but the memory of the famine was seared into its collective consciousness. When Moctezuma I died in 1469, he left behind a fundamentally different entity than the one he inherited. He was the true architect of the Aztec Empire, having established its military doctrine, its economic model, and its imperial identity. He set the standard for all the Tlatoani who would follow, including his infamous namesake, Moctezuma II, who would face a very different kind of invader. Moctezuma I's legacy is the empire itself, a complex, fearsome and magnificent civilization whose shadow still looms large over Mexico. He was an emperor who built the throne upon which the Aztec world sat. Thank you for watching and see you again in the Infinity Kingdom. Bye bye.